All right, so we have the first overall draft pick since 2000. We're not going to do prime. We're going to do their entire careers, right? So the guys who are a little bit younger, we're going to judge them based on their ceiling right now. And the guys who are older, their entire career, what they've been, right? So franchise Hall of Famer, all-star, top liner, bottom liner, or a bust. So when we look at Nail Yakupov, now we got to put him into the bust category. Has not had a good career. How long did he last in the NHL with Edmonton in St. Louis, right? And now he's gonzo Lonzo. My man was drafted in 2012. He should be like 13 years into his career, like just into his 30s. Like he should be killing it still, but no, not getting it done. Juraj Slavkovsky. Right now I'm going to put him as a bottom liner. Montreal, I don't mean any disrespect, but on this list, he would be considered a bottom liner, all right? Bottom six forward. If it's a defenseman, it's a third pairing defenseman, but he's certainly not a bust, but he's been locked up. But all the future is there for Juraj Slavkovsky, right? Taylor Hall. Now, Taylor Hall was looking pretty good if he would have stayed with Edmonton and McDavid was there instead of being traded to the New Jersey Devils. That could have been good, but I think I got to put him up into S tier because he won the Hart. He won the MVP, right? That's above All-Star. I think I got to put Taylor Hall into that S tier. Just got moved around into some weird teams. Didn't have a great start with Edmonton, then got moved away from McDavid, won the Hart with New Jersey. I'm going to go up into S tier. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm going to put him there for now. I might move it around, though. Steven Stamkos, S tier. Don't care. Went to 3 Stanley Cup finals. Got it done. He won a bunch of Maurice Richards. Maybe even only one. I don't remember. I know he had a 60-goal season in there. Steven Stamkos is going S tier, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, Sid the Kid Crosby. Now, I know people are criticizing my S tier. Listen, until I'm finished, it's not locked in. Now, when I'm looking this, it's pretty hard to put a guy like Taylor Hall and Steven Stamkos on the same level as Crosby, all right? So these two guys are going to be moved down to All-Star. Crosby, he is all alone in the S tier right now. Now, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, a lot of people thinking B tier for him. I'm going to put him in the same tier as these guys, all right? Maybe a little bit of a late bloomer, but the same thing as Taylor Hall. That Edmonton team in the early 2010s, I know they got 3 first-rounders in a row, but before McDavid showed up, they were terrible, man. I'm going to go with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins on that A tier. He's an all-star, and he's having a good playoff run this year, and maybe back-to-back trips to the Stanley Cup Finals. I know McDavid's on his team. I get that. Rick Nash, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so Rick Nash, his rookie season with Columbus was absolutely amazing, but I can't remember a year where... Did Rick Nash ever have a 50-goal season? Definitely a top liner. Had a good career, Rangers and Boston after Columbus. I think I'm going to leave him on B tier right now just because these guys, yeah, I mean, Nuge and just looking for that playoff run. That one's a tough one. That one's a tough one. I might rearrange this. Who the heck is this? Is that Rick DP? You guys put Rick... Rick DiPietro, bust. And they're still paying for that bust, are they not? My goodness gracious. All right, I'm going to get somebody up there because I see the name, and I have to have someone join Crosby on the S tier. This might piss some people off, but I don't care, man. Patrick Kane. 2010s, Ovi is clearly the better player over Patrick Kane, but there are 3 guys in the 2010s on the wing that were just dominant. Patrick Kane was at the top of that list. Maybe the best winger of the 2010s. So Patrick Kane goes to S tier without question. I don't care what anyone says. Now, we got some of the young guns here that are new, like Rasmus Dahlin and Owen Power, right? Now, Rasmus Dahlin, I really like what I see from Rasmus Dahlin. I kind of want to put him A tier, but he might need to just be B tier because what has Buffalo really achieved? Any trips to the Stanley Cup playoffs, right? And then the same thing with Owen Power. Now, I think Dahlin has shown more than Owen Power. I don't know. Like, let me leave them there on B tier for right now. They're top liners. They are all-stars, though. You know what? I think I'm going to put Rasmus Dahlin up in there to the all-star tier. I mean, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Stamkos, and Hall, he's a defender, though. So you know what? I'm going to put Dahlin there. I really like the way Dahlin plays. Nate Dogg, my boy, S tier. Don't care what anyone says. The way he skates, it's unbelievable. Alex Ovechkin, S tier. Don't care what anyone says. My man is going up there. Connor McDavid, S tier. There it is. That's a pretty good S tier, all right? Now, there's going to be arguments to say, Johnny, what the hell? McDavid's in a tier on his own, and maybe you got to start doing that, but no, it's just, you can't hope for anything better. If your team drafted one of these guys, you're going to love it. So S tier for all of these. Is there any other S tier? We put Marc-Andre Fleury in S tier? I'll put Marc-Andre Fleury in all-star. Top liner. He's had himself a hell of a career, though. Ooh, Marc-Andre Fleury might just be B tier. 08-09 was a long time ago, and he needed help with Matt Murray in 2016 and 2017. Oh, man. All-star. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, so we'll leave him in A because I don't want to make him any All right. Auston Matthews. Now, hasn't done shit in the playoffs, you freaking bum, so I'm not putting him up here. He doesn't deserve it. All-star, yeah, he's probably in that B tier. He's a top liner. C tier. All right, we got to put Auston Matthews in the A tier. All right, that's actually kind of an insult towards him, but there you go, Austin. Get some shit done, man. Holy shit. Now we got some youngins. So, Nico Hischier. I'm going to put him in the same as like an Owen Power or Rick Nash. I mean, he may be there, but until I see some success in the playoffs, it's not enough to have regular season success, and that's why Matthews is an A tier. If Matthews had some playoff success, he should be up here, right? So I'm taking into account success as well. So I'm putting Nico Hischier right there. Alexis Lafreniere, man, I want to see him break out, but I can't, in any good faith, put him into the same category as a Rick Nash or a Hischier. He hasn't done it. He's in the same category as a Slavkovsky right now. Yeah, 2020, right? Yeah, I got to do that. Aaron Ekblad. You know what? As a defenseman, he's won championships, first overall in 2013, 2014, something like that. I'm going to put him into the A tier alongside of Rasmus Dahlin. I don't know. No, I got to respect champions. I got to respect champions, man. Connor Bedard. Bust. Now, he's got his whole future on front of him. I have not seen anything from Connor Bedard just yet. All right? Even a guy like Macklin Celebrini, I enjoyed watching him on the San Jose Sharks this year. He looked good. All right? I was able to notice his skill out there. Bedard, you guys told me to do careers. Remember, it's not about the potential upside. It's about what they've done in the NHL so far, man. Done nothing. Bedard literally did a Michigan in his rookie year. Oh, my God. So what, Trevor Zegras deserves to be up here as well? All of a sudden, the Michigan is the standard in which we judge the GOAT in the NHL? Shut the fuck up. He's staying in the bus category, and he's got everything to prove, all right? Ilya Kovalchuk. Oh, my God. Covey top liner. Covey in his prime, though, definitely deserves to be in the A tier. Kovalchuk was an absolute stud, man. We'll keep that there. And we got 3. Oh my God, John Tavares. Oh man, over his career. All right, so never been out of the second round. Can't have him in S tier. Sorry. On that second tier, Stammer. Now Stammer and Tavares, weren't they drafted like back to back or something like that? 07, 08 something. The problem is Stammer's got it done in the playoffs. Johnny T, never. So I got to go down at least one more. Rick Nash, Power, Hischier. Yeah, Johnny T, that's about where you are, man. You're a top liner. He's not a bottom 6 guy. He's a top 6 guy. He can score 40 goals a year, but come playoff time, he doesn't get it done, so he gets demoted down to B tier, all right? Eric Johnson. Now, this is an interesting one because I'm not too familiar. What was drafted first overall by St. Louis, right? Or was it Colorado? Shit. I forget which one it was. I think it was St. Louis. What kind of career did he go on to have, man? Top liner? Probably not. I don't think he's a bust. He's been in the NHL. Probably C tier. Like, he's just a solid player. Was he ever a top 4 defenseman, though? Was he ever somebody that had success come playoff time, log in like 20 minutes a night? If he was, I gotta give him B tier. I know he's in the later stages of his career, but defensemen should be given the respect they deserve. Guys who aren't point producers, but log big minutes in the playoffs. If he's logged big minutes in the playoffs, I'm putting him in B tier. I just don't know about his history, man. I don't know. Johnny, he did win a Stanley Cup. All right, C tier. C tier it is then, C tier. Fine. I'm listening to the fans here. And Jack Hughes so far, same as a Hischier? Yeah, I'm going to put Jack Jack Hughes in the same category as a Nico Hischier. So there's my list, but we're going to come back one more time and edit it to see if we've made any huge mistakes, all right? So one more. All right, so we have arranged our tier list. I want to go over this and double check. S tier, all right? If you got a generational franchise Hall of Fame, or maybe Hall of, like a lot of these guys are going to make the Hall of Fame. So let's just imagine a franchise, one-of-a-kind, generational player. McDavid, Crosby, Mac, Kane, and Ovi. Can't go wrong there. And should there be anybody else in S tier? No. Matthew, nah, he hasn't done it. He hasn't done it. And there's some other guys who are in that tier, but they just didn't get drafted first overall. So S tier works for me. A tier, right? All-Star, Hall, and Stamkos, and the Nuge. The Nuge? Yeah, I'm leaving the Nuge up there. Dahlin, and Fleury, Ekblad, Matthews, and Kovalchuk. I'm happy with that list. No one needs to be moved down. B tier, a top liner. Rick Nash, Owen Power. Maybe moving Owen Power down, top liner. Maybe. People have been saying, what the hell has Owen Power done? Maybe. All right, maybe we could put Owen Power down here to bottom liner for right now. Maybe Rasmus Dahlin comes down here as well, top liner, right? The Buffalo Sabres really haven't done much, so I'll make that change for you guys. So now the top line, you got Rick Nash, Hischier, Hughes, Dahlin, and John Tavares, of course, my Toronto Maple Leafs, man. And then the bottom liners, Slavkovsky, Lafreniere, Macklin Celebrini. You know what? I'm really going to frustrate the fans. The way that I've seen Macklin Celebrini play this year, he's got a future that's absolutely going to be incredible. He's already a top liner, all right? There it is, Macklin Celebrini, Owen Power, and Eric Johnson go down there. And then the busts, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Yakupov, he was looking pretty good. I might have to put Yakupov up there. He just didn't have it in between the ears, man. But he's looking pretty good in that first and second season. You know whose first and second season was shit? Connor Bedard. Even freaking Rick DiPietro got locked up a little bit. I don't know. I might have to move these guys up here as well. But we're going to leave Connor Bedard in the bust category. Until he gets it done, he's a bust, because the standard for this was their career so far, and I've seen regression from Connor Bedard. So let me know what you guys think about my tier list. I have just opened the gates of hell. Oh no.